Up next is this episode's member interview. This is my chat with Katlego.
Hey, this is Katlego, the biggest diamond found in Africa. I'm a singer, producer, songwriter from South Africa, Benoni to be specific. Ben City, what's up?
So how long have you been making music for?
Well, producing and singing, I've been doing it formally since high school, maybe since I was like 16 or so. But performing and stuff, like, started singing at a very young age. So I started taking it more serious and producing, writing my own songs, when I was like around 16, 17. But then obviously, the first few songs kind of sucked, because I was so used to singing a lot of covers. And when you transition into high school, you're singing a lot of the covers and stuff, other people's songs and competing in competitions. So obviously when you transition into singing your own songs, then it becomes a bit hectic. You kind of start from the beginning, so no matter how well you can sing, just learning how to write, format a song and all that kind of vibe, it becomes a bit difficult. So obviously my first few songs kind of sucked, but I think I've gotten a lot better since then.
Yeah. Who are your main musical influences?
So since I was little, basically how it would work is like in my crib, we used to live with my mom's sisters, right? My aunts and stuff. So they used to always play R&B music like Tamia, Joe, Drew Hill. So basically what happens is like in South Africa, we have a radio station called Metro FM. So on Sundays, they play like R&B music almost the whole day, you see. So they'd basically be listening to that most of the time. And all the CDs they'd buy would all be R&B music, because when I was younger, they were like maybe like in their early 20s or so. They were really into, like dating and that kind of stuff. So they got a lot of, mixtapes and CD gifts from guys, So they'd give them like obviously the R&B music and that kind of stuff. And that's how I actually fell in love with the genre.
Yeah, oh, that's cool. That's really nice. How did you find out about RepostExchange?
Basically, I think was like, because I joined Soundcloud a while ago, right? But then I only started taking it recently after I dropped that project, trying to promote. And then obviously as I was searching stuff online, was looking ways to promote yourself on SoundCloud. And then I found a link to RepostExchange, like while I was searching online. Then I obviously signed up. I tried it for a little bit. Then I didn't actually understand how it worked. So I kind of brushed over it for a little bit. And then like a couple months ago, I started really trying to see okay, how can I really do this promotion online and, in a way that doesn't cost me too much. Then I went back onto my RepostExchange and, I try to figure it out, and I've been using it ever since.
Excellent. Are there any artists that you've discovered through using RepostExchange?
I have a couple guys that I'm in contact with. Costa, there's Kid Breezy, Sean Henry, Ossico, Tequila Beats, Slim Jones. I've met up with a lot of guys on RepostExchange because a lot of them, they like my vocals, so they'd like to do, some collaborations. I do some choruses for them, or some of them, like some of the producers, they're sending me some beats to sing on,
Excellent. So how do you find the collaborative process?
Yeah, I think it's pretty great because you see, the other thing is being from South Africa, R&B is popular, but it's not like the biggest genre out here, right? House music, dance music is bigger this side, So being able to collaborate with guys from other countries at least gives me that much extra exposure, you know what I mean? Because right now, since I've been using RepostExchange, most of the people that I've been connecting with are from other countries, from the US, the UK, some from Australia, so it's a bunch of a variety of different artists. So I think it's actually made it more fun, you know what I mean, and more accessible to other. It would be one thing if I just DM some guy on SoundCloud and then they'd be like, hey, who's this guy? The likelihood of that they go to your profile and actually check out the music is not very high. But then through RepostExchange, at least it's the music is first, you know what I mean? They listen to your songs first through the process, and then obviously if they love the music, then you can then connect and actually message each other and then, actually build genuine relationships like that, So it's actually kind of bridged the gap for me between me being all the way from South Africa to being able to tap into and connecting with musicians from other countries. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. What would your advice be to any new musicians?
So basically, like from what I've seen recently, because right now I've made RepostExchange like one of my main promotion platforms. Because at first I was doing videos on Instagram, but it's kind of hard to get people to leave Instagram and actually go to another platform to listen to your music. So I would say like using platforms like RepostExchange is one of the key things, but it's also one of those things because I've seen like some guys, they'll be like, hey man, how is it possible? Because I've had like a few songs like on the top charts on RepostExchange, and then they'd ask me like, hey my guy, how do you get it? Like, how do you get your songs on there? And I tell them like the best thing to do is also to make sure that the music itself is dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the platform isn't effective if your music sucks. Even if somebody's trying to repost it or whatever, you know, nobody's gonna repost music that they don't enjoy themselves. You know what I mean? So first thing to do is make sure that the music is as good as you can make it. You know, take the time to perfect the craft, and then also, you know, make the daily promotion of your music like a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Because like right now I've made it like part of my morning ritual. Like I know like at 10 a.m. I spend about an hour, you know, I get on RepostExchange, I repost some music, you know, but I go through the music. I'm very selective, you know what I mean? So I listen to the music and actually repost the music that I like, and then in turn I get other people that are also enjoying my music reposting it, and you know, it's actually helped me grow. I mean, before I started using RepostExchange, I had like 100 SoundCloud followers, and now I'm on like 1,000, you know, and I'm hoping to get to like at least 10,000 by the end of the year. So I'm really going in, you know.
Yeah. So do you ever play live at all?
Oh yeah, I do perform live. So out here we have like some arenas, like the Big Top Arena at Carnival City, you know, the Sun Arena in Pretoria, you know. So I've performed at a lot of the arenas because what I do also like as a job, like I do social media marketing, you see, for So On Media. So basically through that, I usually meet a lot of the promoters and stuff, and then I'll pitch them my music and be like, hey, can I get like a 10-minute slot there, you know, 5-minute here, one song, 2 songs here, you know. And I actually get to do quite a couple big concerts, you know, with some of the major artists around this side, you know.
Oh, that's so cool. So you said you had another project you were hoping to drop by the end of the month. What are your sort of plans for the future?
So basically at the moment, it's just to try and get as much exposure as I can. So I should be posting a lot more content, trying to get my YouTube up. Because my Instagram, I actually kind of built a little bit of a following there, you know. It's just that I haven't posted in a while since I started focusing on like the SoundCloud. Because it kind of gets like intense when you're trying to focus on like so many of the different platforms and trying to actually make sure that you master them. And then when you're like one person, it makes it difficult to, you know, post a weekly video on this and a daily this on that, you know what I mean? So I'm actually just trying to do my best to grow my database. So right now the focus is to grow my fan base as big as I can, you know. So with the project that I'll be dropping again, it'll also have about 10 or 12 songs, and I'll be promoting them like one song a month and just focusing on each song, and also being able to see which are the type of songs that people really like, which kind of songs, you know, people aren't really for. And then at the same time, I'm saving up so I can do the music videos for the songs that people really love online, you know.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. What did you have in mind for music videos?
For music videos is because I'm trying to figure out like something that will make me different, right? Because if you see like with R&B music, a lot of the time it's like there's always some sexy chick, and then it's like always the same kind of theme, you know. And I'm also not trying to push that persona of like the smooth heartthrob kind of guy, because that's not who I am, you know. I'm a very like hyper, you know, very, you know, I love like, you know, having fun, that kind of stuff. I'm trying to find a balance of like how do I incorporate that into my music so that it's not the typical R&B music video where I'm like this sexy guy in the video, you understand? So I gotta try and figure out. So I'm actually coming up with a few concepts and then trying to see how I can work around and then try and create like a theme. Because like what I had in mind was actually trying to make sure like with the project that I'm writing is trying to have some sort of a storyline that links the songs. When I do the music videos, I can rather do like maybe mini short stories with the videos, you know. So it's like the videos continue like they're like a sequence. So they're not just individual music videos that have nothing to do with each other, you know, that are specific to the song, but it's like more like a story that continues, so that at least I can build an audience of people that are actually loving the storylines and that kind of stuff. Kind of let that personality really shine through as well, instead of just trying to be like a cool guy, because I don't think that's also like sustainable. Like, how long can you be like cool? And eventually you stop being cool, you understand? And you start getting boring. So at least if there's like some sort of a storyline, when you see like, okay, this storyline is kind of starting to get boring, then you can pivot and switch it up.
Yeah, that's such a good idea. So we're going to be playing your track Down Low. Do you want to tell me about that?
Basically, last year around Feb, I released a project called the SXTP, right? So it had like 10 tracks. So Down Low is one of the songs on there. So like I try to make a variety of kind of the type of songs that I do that, so that I can cater to different types of taste palettes in terms of music. So the Down Low song has got a bit of like an Afrobeat flavor to it, but then, you know, obviously because I mainly do R&B music, I try to make sure that I give it that smooth kind of vibe, you know, so not make it too tribal, but the beat itself is more Afrobeat, and then you know, the vocals very classic R&B type of vibe, you know, so kind of like a fusion. Hey, what's up? This is Katlego. You're about to tune in to my latest single, Down Low. Hope you love it.
To my place, get it on, let me all up in it. After all, we've been flirting all along for too long. Think it's time I get it to the break of dawn. We can make a call to your man, I don't mind at all. I'm losing control. I'm out of my mind since you done came up to the floor. Moving up and down, your body's just stealing the show. Let's just find a room and turn the lights down low, ooh, down low, down low, down low, down low, turn the lights down low, down low, down low, turn the lights down low, down low, down low, turn the lights down low, down low, down low, oh yeah. That's how you gon' sound while we at around for round. We can rock it on the ground, every quarter, every pound, till we drop, stop. We should turn the lights till we drop, stop. Baby, I